Good morning, holy brothers! Thank you so much for joining us on our pathway to peace inside the Garden of Peace. If you're following along, we're on page 270. Today's lesson is called Wife's Wonderfulness. And before we begin, we have a special story, real life example from our fantastic friend. Take it away, Moshe.
So, last week I took a day off to just kind of try to do mitzvot and serve Hashem, and then I was
A day off from physical labor?
Yeah.
To work on your spiritual...
Exactly, work on my spiritual self. And it was amazing. I had the most amazing day. And then, next day I had to go to work and so on, and I was like, man, as the days went, I started feeling like, what a waste.
And talk a little louder for
And then yesterday, I thought to myself in the morning, I was thinking, early in the morning, I said, maybe I could take an extra day off. So, it'd be, I'm losing a nice chunk of parnasah.
You mean every week?
Every week.
Okay.
Take an extra day off. And I thought to myself, well, okay, so I have to talk about this with my wife, because, there's going to be involvement here, and I know that she's...
Incredible impact.
So I know she was not... she was not for this, me working less to do this.
Being a lazy
while
bum,
ago. Yeah. Oh, lazy bum. But I said, okay, so I started praying to Hashem, but also, things have been great with my wife. And then all of a sudden, I said, okay, I'm going to talk to her. I told her I want to talk to her tonight, consult, nothing to worry about. And yesterday we spoke and she agreed. And it was...
Wow!
What? I was expecting that.
She was telling you?
Yeah, she's like, yeah, okay, let's do it. She's like, and if, we'll reassess after a month and we'll figure things out. So,
wow!
I thought that was pretty awesome.
Here you think you can have a major machlokas and an extreme argument saying, hey, I want to work less, and my wife might blow up in my face. What were you preparing yourself for? An explosion?
Explosion, but yeah,
what's wrong with you?
Come on, why would you do this? Maybe not even. Maybe she would, it would just be a more conversation until she says, I don't think it's a good idea. And then I would be like, okay.
Wow, well.
She said it was good.
So he didn't do it just to be a bum. He wants to work on his spirituality. He wants to work on his learning, his closeness to Hashem. And if the wife is just a randomness, piece in the universe, you would expect, hey, you're going to bring me less money? I'm going to hate you for it. You're here to serve me. You're here to help me get everything I want. But the fact that this tzaddik here spoke to Hashem first and says, God, listen, I want to do something better for you. I want to come closer to you. I know that my wife is a reflection of our relationship. Right?
Yep.
So, if he says, I want to come closer to you, how would you not tell me that you want to come closer to me too? So, when he approached his wife after having this conversation, this kavana, this realness with the one above, and he says to his wife, as you hear from a personal experience, firsthand, the wife says, sure, of course I want to come closer to Hashem. Yeah, work one day less. Because what's really important in life, now she's going to get. He didn't have to fight with her. He didn't have to argue with her. He didn't have to bring it up and say, listen, this is the way and no other, because then you get into a big explosion later, even if it doesn't come out now. You want to be winning the war together, not just battles. So when you go hand in hand with your wife, and you're on the same page, but you use Hashem in your relationship with your wife to understand that it's a three-party person here. They say every kid that's born is from you, your wife, and Hashem. It's all together. The spiritual and physicality combined. So if you want to see what it looks like to be living these lessons instead of just learning them, prime example. I didn't hear the story before, but I knew it might be good, and I want to share it with you guys. So thank you so much for being able to share from your world into ours, and for everybody to be able to learn and to live these lessons together. Bring God down so you have that divinity in your life every single day. Amazing! Spectacular. Great. Let's get back to the text.
All right.
Thank you for sharing. There's a special mitzvah at a wedding to tell the groom within earshot of the bride, so she might be able to overhear what you're saying, that his new wife, oh my gosh, she is gorgeous. She is beautiful. drop dead gracious, Even if this girl is absolutely hideous, even if she's the ugliest thing on the planet, right? Our sages permitted bending the truth to increase the new couple's joy. If this guy already is marrying her, that means there's something there that he wants in his life. And for some reason, he might think that a fat person is attractive, or a giant nose is what he's looking for, or somebody's gray hair, that's what, makes him excited. Whatever ugly thing that you think, in your opinion, is not considered beautiful, is that subjective or objective? It's your own subjectiveness. What you think is beautiful doesn't mean somebody else thinks that way. Somebody's skin color might be attractive to one person, not the other. Who are you to say that somebody else is beautiful to another person or not? It's up to, and the fact that they're getting together, you want him to be super excited about his life together with her. So whatever you can say about her, in your eyes, if it's not beautiful, he might be super attracted to that.
The thing is worth whatever somebody's willing to pay for it.
Dun, 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 dun. Spoken like a true antique dealer. But yes, every person, you should always be able to enhance their relationship, to be able to up their togetherness. Whatever you could say to make that more beautiful is amazing. You don't have to come off as somebody who looks like they're hitting on somebody else's wife, God forbid. But, just at least tell them, you got an amazing catch. I'm so happy for you. You got the most beautiful person in town, to make him feel more special about this wife that he's about to marry. Now he's more excited, he's more attracted, he's more influenced to be able to live with her and love her more. That's a huge mitzvah, man. And what does it cost you? Nothing. Okay, so in your eyes it doesn't mean anything, but you're able to make this person feel better. You're able to give a kind word to somebody. You're able to lift their spirits. Do that. What does it cost you? It seems that if the bride knows that it is merely a custom for people to do this, if she knows that everybody's going to come over and say it to her husband when they don't mean it, then such praises are going to be meaningless to her. If she knows, today at 10 o'clock at night, 20 friends have to call him to tell me that I'm beautiful. What is that? First of all, she knows every single phone call she's going to get, and it makes her feel even less beautiful because she knows that people are just telling her, and maybe I'm not like that. Maybe they're just doing that to make me feel better. That's even worse in those cases. But since our sages understood how much women actually love to hear praises about themselves, especially in front of their husbands, no matter if the people giving them praise have been prompted to do so or not, it's still going to have a good impact on her, they're saying. You hear? Women love this so much, to be praised. They love to be told they're doing a great job. So do it! And what does it mean if somebody else is supposed to do that for a wedding? What do you think? You're every day not supposed to be complimenting your wife and making her feel fantastically phenomenal?
Every day.
Every single day.
You come home, you say it. Before you leave, you say it. You wake up, you say it if she's not sleeping.
He's trained, man. He's getting it down. Some women love to hear this every hour.
Especially during the time of separation. That is crucial. Because you can't give affection, you can't do anything. You have to give words.
And you know what that'll mean to them? The fact that when you can't be with them, you're still doing that. It's just, you're not just giving them compliments because you want to get with her in bed tonight. It's not an ulterior motive. Right now, the only bond, she wants to know that you're connected to her all the time. And if it can't be physically, you want to maintain that bond, whether it is during a time where you can't touch her. You want to show her words of graciousness. You want to do acts of kindness. You want to do everything you can without the physicalness to show her how much she means to you. Because that'll keep her elevated and keep her loving you even more. Of course, the person a woman most wants to hear praises from is not just the husband's friends, but the husband himself. As you were saying, a husband must be very generous with praises for his wife. Never hold back. There's no reason why, I got to save that compliment for later. What? You can't think of something later to compliment her for? And you can't do it now?
I was sitting with my wife on the couch, and I was like, man, you're like an angel. And she's like, I was like, you ever seen an angel? She's like, no. I was like, go look in the mirror.
Oh!
She's She started laughing. She's like, "That's a good one."
No, she was so cheesy. She liked it.
She liked it, yeah.
They like it. They really do, honestly.
The way that was like going in the mirror.
Boom. Chakalaka. You should have been like, here, pick up your phone.
Yeah.
Show her don't even make her get up. Let me show you. There's a guy, these YouTube channels, they go on with these funny pickup lines for one. And one of the guys is like, I lost my girlfriend. Have you seen her anywhere? And they're like, no. Like, do you know what does she look like? Like, hold on. He puts the phone into camera mode. And he shows it to her.
Actually a good. That's actually a pretty good pickup line.
Nice. The more he praises her, the more he's gonna be praiseworthy. The more praise you're given, the more worthy you are of getting praises from everyone. Her, your friends, God, everyone. We express our honor for others with our words. Yeah. If you want to honor your wife, compliment her, praise her every single day, and never say anything negative to push her away. Never. Comments, criticisms, day one, man, out the window. Not appropriate. Ever. You want to build her up, you want to knock her down. You want to create, you want to destroy. It's super simple. Think in your mind right now what you want in your house, what you want in your life, and then just do those things that are going to get you closer to your goal. Don't steer off the path. Don't go the wrong way. Because then you're going to have to be doubling back all your time, all your energy, all your effort, everything that you've done. You're literally undoing, you're pulling out the threads, and then you're going to have to sew everything back together again. What's the point? You're making more work, you're creating more trouble for yourself. It's not worth it. Don't be silly. Don't be lazy about this. Every word of encouragement, every word of support, every word of comfort, of praise, or honor is a glorious gift, genuinely, of loving kindness that you're going to give to your wife. Each one plants in her the feeling that you value her unbelievably, that you cherish her every single moment. And this literally gives her new life. It is sparking up her soul inside of her. It's giving her light and giving her life that she wants to live for, that she's inspired for, that she's excited for every single day. Don't you want your wife to wake up and be excited that she's next to you in the room? That she's so happy that you're her husband, that she can tell you, wow, every day I wake up and see you next to me is such a blessing. I'm honored, I feel flattered that you're my husband. What guy doesn't want to hear that? Seriously. If you build up her self-confidence and fill her with vibrancy and jubilation joy, which makes it easier for her to cope then with challenges of life. So when a hard thing do inevitably come your way, she'll be so much more strengthened inside and have so much more power to deal with these type of situations, because she's so much more happy and so much more grounded and so much more real, especially in the relationship. The words of praise that you're going to tell her constantly will echo and reverberate inside her heart. Every time she thinks about those words, she'll be filled with joy just by the thought of it. We hear something and we forget it 2 seconds later. But women are like elephants. They remember things for hundreds of years, man. Even after the body's gone, their mind is still going. So if you give her something good to appreciate, she's not going to forget it. She's not like us. She'll think about that a week later. She'll think about that a month later. And that's going to be inside her, that's creating and forging her soul and that bond between you two. This, every time she thinks about it, she'll be strengthened. And this comes home, it strengthens the spirituality of the entire house, making your whole home a joyous place, a happy place, a peaceful place, a place full of positivity, that when other people walk through that door, they see it and they feel it. Like, wow, this is the home that I wish I had in my house. The words of praise give her super strength and willpower to manage this home of hers and the children in the best possible ways. You're going to give her not yelling at her kids. You're going to give her pleasantries so that when something goes wrong or the milk spills, they say, oh, no problem, honey. Let's go get the wipes and clean it up. Or say, what's wrong with you? Why do you knock that over? Why can't you be more careful? Why are you such an idiot? Why are you such a moron? Why are you such a loser? You say that to your kids? What do you think it's going to do to them? It's going to destroy them. And then they take that negative energy and they give it to their friends? Is that what you want spreading in your house, in your community, in your neighborhood? What's wrong with you? But if you're building her with positivity and you're giving her love and you're giving her strength and you're giving her joy, what do you think she's going to pass on to the kids? Those exact emotions. Don't make your house a home of hostility. Make it pure peace. Tell her how happy you are with her, and that how her deeds, and that she is truly an Ashes Chayil, a real woman of valor. Tell her how impressed you are with her skills, her alacrity, her wit, everything that she does for you and for the family and the home. Express all of it with emotionally, extremely enthusiastic, power-packed, wonderful words. Make her feel that she is your greatest treasure you've ever found in your life. Every map, every road has led you to her, and you could not ever put down that excitement. You can never kindle that flame. It is furiously firing. And that happiness, that joy is going to carry you, is going to enhance her, and going to make everything about your life and your relationship with God so much better in every single way. And with that, have an awesome, audaciously amazing rest of your day.